Hello and welcome back to the Hobby Corner. My name's Kev, this is my Warhammer 40,000 Conquest series, and in this episode we're finally getting back to our battle reports, continuing with Mission 2. So stay tuned. Okay, we've got everything laid out. We've got all our tokens and dice, we've got the ruler, we've got all the miniatures, so the intercessors, the reavers, poxwalkers, and the Death Guard Plague Marines. We also got all of our terrain painted up and ready to go. The board is out. We've got our sheets as well with the missions and tutorial missions. We have a pot to roll all the stuff in, that doesn't make too much noise. A lamp there, we've got a lamp here, ooh, I know it's great. And that's it, so let's get started. Okay, we're going to roll for priority. So, who gets to go first? It's a 3 for the Death Guard, and a 6 for the Ultramarines. And he is elected to allow the Death Guard to take the first turn. Okay, here is the Reavers. They are placed accordingly, like so. He's got his Sergeant in the middle, and over here I have bolt gun wielding Death Guard Plague Marine here. I have the champion there with his plasma gun and plague sword and power fist, and then of course the dude with the grenade launcher thing, blight launcher I believe it's called. So let's see how turn 1 goes. Okay, so after turn 1 the Death Guard got moving around, a little bit manoeuvring. This Death Guard shot at one of the Reavers down at this end, missed completely, and then the Reavers themselves have just been shuffling slightly, waiting for the Death Guard to make their move. So let's see what happens in turn 2. Alright, so after the Plague Marine's second turn, you can see here that this dude charged into combat. He fired off 2 lots of Overwatch for this guy who failed his charge as well. Didn't do anything. Combat resulted in no wounds as well. So let's get to the Reavers turn 2. Okay, so this Reaver over here charged into that Plague Marine, and that one got charged as well. After they both shot at this guy as well, they didn't do any wounds on the shooting. The Overwatch didn't do anything, and nothing happened in combat. So yay, action packed. Let's see what happens in turn 3. Okay, so Death Guard turn 3. I charged this guy into combat because I couldn't shoot at anything, and absolutely nothing happened. No one got hurt. So let's see what happens in the Ultramarine turn 3. Ooh. So turn 3, the Reavers combat. Again, Soddle. What can turn 4 do for us? Let's find out. Okay, end of the Death Guard's turn 4, and as you can see, we've lost a member. They've done 1 wound over here on the Reaver, and this was the disgustingly resilient save that failed. You suck! So as you can see, after the Reavers turn 4, they have decimated another Plague Marine, which is a load of rubbish, and still no more wounds on the Reavers. So what will turn 5 bring to us? Will they finally lose one of the Reaver brethren, or will I get wiped out completely? Okay, so because it was getting quite slow doing the filming and the turns, I just did all of turn 5 for both sides together, and he's got a minor victory. He didn't get to wipe out the Death Guard completely, and I did Soddle. So congratulations to my mate. and let's get on to the extra replay rules. Okay, so now we're doing the replay extra rules. So this time we have an objective here. Is the switch in order to close the bulkheads that the Death Guard reinforcements are trying to get through. The Reavers must get there and end their turn in base contact with it within 6 turns. My job is to either wipe them out or prevent them from getting to it within 6 turns. So let's see how this game goes. The Reavers get first turn. Okay, so after first turn, the Reavers moved out. We had this guy move over here, this guy move over there, one hide in there. No shooting was allowed because no line of sight. Then my Death Guard mobilized. This guy pulled out and shot him with the plasma gun and took a wound off him. And this guy made a pot shot but didn't do anything. So let's see what happens in turn 2. So that's the end of turn 2. We had a lot of shuffling about, but basically this guy ran at this chap and defeated him in combat. So that was pretty poop. And the other guy, where is he gone now? Did I kill a dude? Oh yeah, no, that was it. This guy was going to charge this chap because he was over here. He did Overwatch with the plasma gun, blew himself up. So they all failed the disgusting resilience save. It's all fun and games. So now let's go to turn 3 with my one dude and his one wound. Damn, this is going to be tough. Okay, so end of turn 3, it was a disaster. Turn 2 was a disaster really. Turn 3 was just making it even more of a turn really. So he decided he wanted to advance both of his dudes into the objective and charge him to try and finish him off just for, like, you know, essentially teabag me in the face. I denied that kill, but yeah, 2 dudes on the objective, did it pretty easily. And it's all because that stupid right there with your plasma gun. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You blew yourself up. You're trash. So that's it. Right, so this scenario is Battle for the Cruiser. We have objectives. We are using squads. We have the Reavers and the Intercessors, and we also have the Poxwalkers and the Plague Marines. Let's see who goes first. Roll off. Death Guard rolled 6. Ultramarines roll 1. I think Death Guard are going to go first. So let's deploy. Alright, so deployment phase. I have deployed the Poxwalkers close to the objective and the Plague Marines over here in cover. And he's got his Intercessors out for the guns and the Reavers tucked away for safekeeping. So let's see how it goes with the Death Guards turn 1. Okay, so end of the first turn. I had moved my units over here and here to make the most of cover to protect them from the Intercessors and to get them out and about. He has kept his Reavers over there by the objective and moved his Intercessors out to shoot at the Poxwalkers with rapid fire. Hit with 5 and failed to wound all of them. So let's see what happens in turn 2. That's the end of the Death Guard's turn 2. I moved the Plague Marines back into position to cover and shoot at the Intercessors. They didn't do anything with the guns, so the Poxwalkers charged in. No Overwatch shots were successful. They charged in. The Poxwalkers did 1 wound and they lost 1 Poxwalker. So in my book, that's a mini victory in its own self, right? So let's see what the Ultramarines do in their turn 2. So The Reavers charged into the Poxwalkers. They made a good stand for themselves and took out 4. Then I got my attack back on the Intercessors, killed off the guy with 1 wound left on him, and brought back another Poxwalker. Great, that was due to the Curse of the Walking Pox special rule. He then got his Intercessors to attack and wiped him out. But moral victory to the Poxwalkers for wiping out one of your dudes. So
one guy.
let's see how the rest of the game goes. Okay, and now here's the consolidation move. With the Intercessors retreating back to the objective, but the Reavers moving on forward. So let's see how the Death Guard turn 3 goes. Okay, so the Death Guard stayed where they were and they shot all their weapons and managed to clear out one of the Reavers. So now let's see what happens in the Ultramarines turn 3. Okay, after turn 3 for the Ultramarines, they retreated back to the objective over there and they charged over here where nothing happened at all. So let's see what happens in the Death Guard turn 4. Ooh. I lost something because I'm not good at the game. Alright, Death Guard turn 4, and what happened was we were still in combat. I did a wound on his chap and he took out this chap. So let's see what the Ultramarines do on their turn 4.
They know I've won every game.
So, yeah, because you're defending your own ship, man. It's fixed.
I wasn't defending, I was attacking.
You're defending your own... I'm boarding your ship.
Well, you're not doing a good job.
No, wait till the characters get in. Anyway, so at the end of turn 4, this is how it stands. They did nothing. We went straight into combat, and before they could do anything, that's what I rolled on the Disgustingly Resilient save. Wiping them both out and giving him sudden death victory. Plus, that means he ended the game with 4 victory points. 2 objectives, 2 wiped out units. It was a perfect game for him. He can So as you can see, even though the rules are basic, the table's small, and the forces we are using very basic, we had to limit our goes because it was going to go on forever if we didn't. And I believe that helped us to make a lot more confident moves rather than hesitantly hiding away and dragging the game out too long. So I always advise, if there's no limit to how many turns you have in the game, do like 5 turns. So, you know, that way you've got an aim to get the job done. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please do share, like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to do a few more of these. Make sure you are subscribed so you get the notification for when that pops up, and let me know in the comments below what you think. As always, thank you again to my mate. He does like to stay anonymous, but I'm sure one day I'll get him on camera. So until next time, I'll see you then. Okay. Right, so now we are playing Battle for the Cruiser. So we are...
Sorry.
So... What the fuck, man? No, because I'm trying to think ahead of what I'm going to say.
No, sorry.
This is what it's like behind the camera for everyone. You know that, right? You have to think about it before you say it. And sometimes you've got to spitball as you go along, go wax lyrical, and it comes out so shit half the time.
Give me a minute just to calm a little bit and you can start again.
Yeah, drink your water, you cunt. Fuck you with your bottled green bullshit. What's wrong with Robinsons?
This is what you did. I like Robinsons as well. Oh, shit.
Okay, actually, this is a lot better light-wise because it's not too glaring.
Right, go.
Fuck you, I'll go and I'll go. It's so tempted to turn the camera on you right now. Right now, it's just all audio. It's just all audio.
Oh, it went down the wrong way, the water. Alright, go.
This is going in the blooper reel.
Just go.
Okay. Right, so this scenario is Battle for the Cruiser.